Juan Colorado me llamo, soy señores de Michoacán. Y hasta los más salidores al mirarme pronto se van. Traigo en mi paco una silla que de cuero, plata y marfil.
Hola, Austin High School.
Me llamo Dalton Church.
And me llamo Kinsey Stewart.
Están mirando WAHS 46 and Cinco de Mayo. And for those of you who don't understand Spanish, I'm Dalton Church, that's Kinsey Stewart, and hello to the 5 of you who are watching this. In recent news, you may have heard of a man who tried to travel the ocean in a bubble. And this man was a long-distance runner named Reza Belushi. No, not John Belushi, Reza. The Coast Guard rescued Mr. Belushi, not John once again, and believe it or not, he's tried this before in 2014, only to be rescued by the Coast Guard. He was even ordered to not do this by the Coast Guard. After he violated the United States Coast Guard's orders not to embark on this seagoing journey, there was more than that against him. The first part of his journey was 1,033 miles, more than I would ever want to go, and apparently his goal was to eventually bike through 6 continents and run the perimeter of the United States. I hope he has fun. And he says that his adventures is to raise money for children in need. This sounds like a good cause, but you would think that if you got a letter from the mail from the Coast Guard telling you not to do something, you wouldn't do it. Well, I would. Is this man hiding behind a cause? Is he crazy? Or is he doing this for a legit reason? What do you think? Now over to Beth for her movie review.
Your movie critic, Beth. Captain America Civil War is sure to get plenty of fans riled up on May 6th. The Avengers have an incident that forces government action and accountability. This forces them to split off into 2 groups, one led by Tony Stark for government support, and the other led by Steve Rogers, who wishes to keep the Avengers free and independent. I expect this film to get a 5 out of 5. Now for the trailer.
This job, we try to save as many people as we can. Sometimes that doesn't mean everybody. But you don't give up.
New York, Washington, D.C., Sokovia.
Okay, that's enough.
Captain, people are afraid.
That's why I'm here. We need to be put in check. Whatever form that takes, I'm game.
I'm sorry, Tony. If I see a situation pointed south, I can't ignore it. Sometimes I wish I could.
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
I know we're not perfect. But the safest hands are still our own.
I was wrong about you. The whole world was wrong about you. They're coming for you.
I'm not the one that needs to watch their back.
This doesn't have to end in a fight, Tony.
You just started a war. Stay down. Final warning.
I could do this all day.
All right, I've run out of patience. On to roost!
Hey, everyone.
On April 20th, history was made. Feminists, I hope you are listening. In June 2015, the Treasury Department announced that when the $10 bill is redesigned over the next 5 years, a yet-to-be-determined historic American female will join Alexander Hamilton on the note. Then it came to light that Hamilton was going to stay thanks to the popularity of a certain Broadway play and a group of women that would appear on the back. The agency was initially expected to announce which women would be appearing on the $10 bill by the end of last year, a move that drew fierce backlash in part because of Alexander Hamilton's recent popularity. So, the $10 bill will proudly show women and a man, but that isn't all. Andrew Jackson got the axe, as Mr. Stuckwish says. Andrew Jackson's face will be taken off of the $20 bills. Women will be on the 20s. A group that had been campaigning to replace Jackson with a woman has chosen Harriet Tubman, the 19th century abolitionist who escaped slavery and led other slaves to freedom via the Underground Railroad. Their goal is to have a new $20 bill in circulation by the year 2020, the 100th anniversary of a woman's right to vote. Speaking of women, Corey, it's time for your game review.
Oh!
Hey everyone. So you know how I did with Ratchet & Clank last week, correct? Well, when someone tells you that their favorite game was Ratchet & Clank, another game that should come to mind is Jak and Daxter. Jak and Daxter has always had a big rivalry with Ratchet & Clank series due to the games having very similar but yet have their own positive differences. Ratchet & Clank takes place in the future with all type of new gadgetry, but Jak and Daxter takes place where villages thrived. The main protagonist, Jak, starts off his journey trying to help his friend Daxter, which is transformed into a weird fictional creature called an Ottsel, a fictional hybrid of a otter and weasel. So they get help from an old sage named Samos, but that leads them to an even bigger problem that they could not even imagine. There are a lot of details I am leaving out in case of spoilers, but there are a lot of things you don't want to miss. Here's the trailer.
The boys are back in town! I'm only here because you wouldn't last a second without me! Three! Count 'em, three! And then this place has too much excitement.
I always like the music to those games. But speaking of music, with another year comes another fantastic album from a hard-working artist, so make sure you pay them. The album of this issue is from a little band called the Deftones. The album is their newest released album, Gore. This album was released on April 8th, 2016, and has reached number 2 on the Hot 200's charts. The album has released a few singles like Prayers and Triangles and Acid Hologram. Although there was a little member bickering here and there, this album was simply fantastic. Many of the songs can be recognized as a Deftones song just by the sound of the low-tuning guitars, brought to you by lead guitarist Stephen Carpenter. Chino Moreno's vocals are also being considered as one of his best on the album, which is a huge accomplishment for him, considering he is generally perceived as a phenomenal vocalist. This album can be purchased online from Amazon.com for $11.99, or you can purchase it from the iTunes Store or Google Play. Be sure to also look for more exciting albums coming this year, and here's a quick preview of the song, Prayers and Triangles.
There's a new strange godless demon awake inside me. There's a force divine terrorizing the angels I keep.
Back to your quick update live. Dolly Parton is coming to town. Well, not our little town, but in Evansville, Indiana on August 10th, 2016. Tickets went on sale April 22nd at 10 a.m., and 3 of the mini concerts sold out within 30 minutes. Myself and Cody White are attending this concert along with our friends Alicia White and Kaylee Hines. The concert is to start at around 7 p.m. Tickets for this concert went on sale, and over 3/4 of them were sold within the first hour. The concert was expected to sell very quick, but no one figured it would sell this fast. The night should be pretty fun because, it's Dolly. So make sure if you want to see all famous Dolly Parton, get out there and get your tickets before they're all gone. And now to Cody with his interview.
Hi, I'm Cody White, and I'm here with
Alicia White.
And I'm going to interview her about Dolly. Are you excited to see Dolly?
Yes.
Why?
Because she's been one of my biggest idols since I was little.
Okay. What are you most excited to do at the concert?
Hear her sing all my favorite songs.
What's your favorite song?
Here You Come Again.
Okay, mine's Jolene. It's better. What are you doing to prepare for this concert?
I'm probably going to cry all day and wait for you to get there.
Same. Okay. Do you know how many days from right now it is till Dolly?
97.
Okay, right, but it's actually 97, 4 hours, 29 minutes, and 3.2 seconds. Okay. Back to you all.
Well, I hope you enjoy your Dolly. The 2016 Indy 500 Festival started yesterday, May 4th, in Indianapolis. The day started at 11 a.m., where an Indy car led festival cars to Monument Circle. And Indy 11 players kicked a soccer ball down Meridian Street. The 500 Festival will last throughout May. Different events are done all the way up until May 28th. May 28th will be the last day of the festival and the eve of the Indy 500 race. On this day, there will be a parade, which has taken place every year the eve of the race, since the founding of the Indy 500 in 1957. There will also be a black and white circus show later on that night. People always enjoy the 500 Festival and to celebrate the spirit of the legacy of the Indianapolis 500. There will be many ways to celebrate, such as a mini marathon, a 5K, and a memorial service. There's even a Kids' Day held on May 14th. The 500 Festival has activities for everyone of any age to enjoy and to have a great time. But now, let's go over to our meteorologist for the weather.
Hola, me llamo Jessica. Today is a high of 63 and a low of 44 and cloudy. Friday is a high of 72 and a low of 52 and sunny. Saturday is a high of 84 and a low of 52 and partly cloudy. Sunday is a high of 56 and a low of 42, with PM showers at 60%. Monday is a high of 78 and a low of 61 and cloudy. Tuesday is a high of 77 and a low of 57 with thunderstorms at 60%. Wednesday is a high of 81 and a low of 61 with scattered thunderstorms at 60% once again. And Thursday is a high of 77 and a low of 57 with thunderstorms again at 60%. Back to you, Kenzie.
Es todo para esta semana. Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Dalton's poop is coming.
Inside